Simplified e-way bill management in Tally ERP9 Release 6.4. Let us understand what is e-way bill. E-way bill is an electronic way bill for movement of goods which can be generated on the GSTN or NIC Common Portal. A movement of goods of more than 50,000 worth in value, which is the transaction value plus your GST tax, cannot be made without an e-way bill by registered person, the taxpayer. Validity of e-way bill. If the distance is up to 100 kilometers, the validity for e-way bill is 1 day, and further addition of 100 kilometers, the validity periods gets extended per day. So what are the consequences of not generating e-way bill? If e-way bill is not raised, even if consignment value is more than 50,000 worth and above, the penalty of 10,000 or tax sought to be evaded, whichever is greater, to be paid to the department. Let us look at the e-way bill format designed by the e-way bill portal. E-way bill format under GST comprises of two parts, Part A and Part B. Part A requires the details of consignment, usually the invoice details, which comprises of GST note recipient, place of delivery, invoice or challan number, value of goods, HSN code, reason for transportation, transport document number. Part B requires the details of vehicle number in which goods are transported. Let us further look the details of e-way bill entry. E-way bill entry details can broadly be divided into three parts: the transaction details, item details, transporter details. The transaction details comprises of the below. Transaction type. What type of the transaction is it? Whether you're sending out the goods outward, or you're purchasing the goods which is forming inward. So the transaction type could be outward, inward. It has to be selected accordingly. Transaction subtype. What is the reason or the basis on which these goods are being transported has to be selected. The reason or the type for which the goods are transported could be for supply, could be for own use, or you could be exporting, or it could be for a job worker and so on. So this is required to select. Document type. What documents are you sending along transporting of the goods? Is it a direct invoice, or just a bill of supply where tax implication is not there, or just a delivering of the goods with a delivery challan and so on? The relevant document number, document date, from address, the supplier if he is a registered, enter the GSTN number. Is not registered, URP can be entered, that is unregistered person. The PIN code is important, and to which place the goods are being shipped, the shipping address, the recipient. If he is a GSTN, you can enter the GSTN number, or if he is an unregistered person, URP can be entered and the PIN code is important. So e-way bill entry details. Further, the item details, product name, HSN, description, quantity, unit, the value, the tax amount, all these forms information to be fed into item details. Transporter details, the transport services to transport his goods to the recipient. So you can create the transporter accounts. If it is already there, you will be getting it auto-populated. So transporter ID. So this is very important. A transporter may not be a GSTN compliant or a taxpayer. However, he is doing the business of transporting goods. Now, if it is worth more than 50,000 per consignment, he is required to register under e-way bill portal as enrollment as a transporter. He would be allotted an ID, transporter ID, which is of 15 digits, similar to the GSTN or the respective state code. Transporter document number and date. The other documents like lorry receipts, landing numbers and so on he has to carry, and the vehicle number through which the goods are being transported has to be mentioned. So these are the complete details of the structure of the format which gets into for e-way bill information. So let us see how this e-way bill process exactly happens at the portal. Let us take an example, Ganesh Trading Limited and Rakesh Trading Limited. Ganesh Trading Limited being the supplier Rakesh Trading Limited being the buyer. So we have different terms also being used, consignee, consignor, right? And there is speed transport facility, the transporter facility being used to transport the goods. Now Ganesh Trading Limited will hand over the goods to speed transporter. So once it is done, Ganesh Trading Limited, the supplier, immediately updates his invoice details and transporter details. That is the transporter name, his transporter ID and so on. This forms part of Form EWB01 Part A. So once this details is filled, transporter also logins and he will be updating his vehicle number. So vehicle number is updated and e-way bill details are filled. So once the e-way bill details are filled, the e-way bill number is generated in the portal and it has been given to all the parties involved in this consignment. So here as a recipient, the receiver of the goods can authorize within 72 hours or the time of delivery of goods, else it will be deemed as accepted. So now transporter will update that e-way bill number on the invoice and starts to ship the goods. So at the verification point, that is the squad, earlier it is about the check post and so on, the check post. Now the squad will verify the complete details of e-way bill information and all that. Once when everything is in order, the goods are let for shipment. So this is how the process of e-way bill works at the portal. So now let us see in Tally ERP 9 6.4 how do we easily generate e-way bill details and help the customers to have those mandatory information fetched right from the entry level, export them and upload onto the e-way bill portal to get the e-way bill number. So firstly, let us move on to the e-way bill configuration part. So here is Tally ERP 9 Series A Release 6.4, the latest release in the market. Kalyan Electronics is a company doing its business in Kerala. So let us configure them from 1st April 2018 onwards. e-way bill is compulsory for movement of goods interstate. More than 50,000 words. So from Gateway of Tally, let us click on F11, Statutory and Taxation. They are already into GST regime. They are GST compliant and a taxpayer. Now let us click on Set Alter GST Details. So once we move here, they are the GSTN from Kerala. Their GSTN number is updated. And here we have an option, e-way bill applicable. Let us set this option yes. And e-way bill applicable from 1st April 2018 and threshold limit more than 50,000 and e-way bill applicable for intra-state. As we all know, few of the states they have mandated even for the local transshipment of goods within the state. Right, in such case, if the particular state is mandated with raising e-way bill even for intra-state goods transport, you can set this option yes. Otherwise, you can leave it no. For Kerala, it is not mandatory, so we will set this option to no. So this is about the configuration of e-way bill. Now let us move on to the next, ledger configuration transporter. So here we will create a transporter. Kalyan Electronics is availing services from the transporter to transport its goods to the buyer and so on. So let us create a transporter. Accounts info ledger create. VLC transporters. So they are sundry creditors as we are availing services from them. Select under sundry creditors. So they are from Thrissur, Kerala, and PIN code is very important to be given. And here set alter GST details yes. As this company is configured for GSTN, now this option wants to recognize if this party is a GSTN as well. So if he is a GSTN, then select what type of registration he is into. Otherwise, if he is not a registered person for GST, select unregistered, and we have given an option. He is not registered for GSTN or he is a tax payer, is a transporter but. So when the moment you set this option yes, you have an option to enter transporter ID. Right, so this is also a 15-digit number allotted by the e-Waybill portal system. So let us update them. So this is the transporter we created, VLC transporters. Let us say a taxpayer, GSTN is also a transporter. So how do we configure for him both as a GSTN as well as a transporter? So here in this data already we have some parties. Let us say here we have Dhanlakshmi dealers who is a buyer. So a buyer or a supplier who is into GSTN, if they are transporting the goods in their own vehicles, so they are also acting as transporters. You have to just get into the set alter GST details, and they are into regular registration, their GSTN number is updated, and they are also transporter. You are supposed to just set this option yes, so that these transporter details also will be listed out when you are trying to select for the e-Waybill, right? So this is a simple configuration for the masters who is a GSTN or who is unregistered and he is just a transporter and so on. So what next? Sales invoice. Let us do a sale invoice and generate e-Waybill. Accounting vouchers. So let us do as on 1st of April, which is getting mandated here. Click on sales. This is the first bill. And let us say Kalyan Electronics, who is in Kerala, Thrissur, is sending goods to Mumbai, Apex Enterprises, Mumbai. So you can observe here, the moment I enter the details, so the value here is just 12,400, which is below 50,000. The rule says the consignment bill should have a value of more than 50,000. Then it's a requirement of e-Waybill. Otherwise, it's not required. Right? So now let us see how Tally identifies whether for this a e-Waybill is required or no. Now you can see there is no other options provided. Just you can save this entry. The moment you have a value more than 50,000, and now I added the tax as well. So you can see the entire value is around 62,000. The moment it crossed 50,000, you have an option, provide GST e-Waybill details, yes. So it clearly says for this bill, it is compulsory to raise a e-Waybill, right? So we will get into this option and see the required information for e-Waybill and fill all the information, and directly from this entry you will be able to export onto Excel template as defined by the department for e-Waybill or the JSN. So for that in F12 we have given an option under statutory options, export e-Waybill details from invoice after saving is set to yes, so that users need not miss out or they want to generate immediately after saving the entries. Now let us move to this option, provide GST e-Waybill details yes. So let us understand these options. E-Waybill details, e-Waybill number we will get on the portal, e-Waybill portal. As we know, the e-Waybill as well as e-Waybill numbers, so it is done on the portal. For Tally users, we have already given the complete details so that they need not again enter on the e-Waybill portal. So let us see this e-Waybill number, we can fetch it later once we get from the portal. We'll also see how we can get that. And there is other option called consolidated bill. So now you have 3-4 consignments getting transported through the same vehicle number or through same transporter. So department is given a flexibility. After you have generated individual e-Waybils of those 5 or 6 consignments, Now put together, just take one consolidated e-way bill number so that it will be useful for the transporter carrying one consolidated bill for all your 10-15 consignments, and at the squad verification also, it will be very easy and quickly verified with that consolidated e-way bill number, which comprises of all your individual e-way bill consignment numbers. Fine. So we'll see how we will do that. So this is based on the date when it is generated on the portal. The transactions subtype, which we said, whether it is supply and so on, whether it is for job work, it gets selected automatically based on your transaction. And the document type also, as this is a tax invoice, it has picked automatically as tax invoice. In case you do just a supply transfer of goods from one location to another location, and there is no tax implication, then it is bill of supply. So accordingly, these two options gets automated. Nothing to worry. You have to do the right transaction. And coming to the transporter details, what is the mode you're transporting these goods? So let us select the roadways, and the kilometers is mandatory because the kilometers is a must to decide your validity of the e-way bill. So let us say these goods are moving from Kerala to Mumbai. And the transporter name, as we have created a VLC transporter, select him. And if the transporter gives you the vehicle number, you can just update it. And their document, LR number, lorry receipt number, and so on. And this is the transporter ID as we entered. And Kalyan Electronics, their pin code, everything is given, and Mumbai is a party. And we have given the addresses more than one here, so that it will be very clear whether the shipping address or where exactly the goods are getting delivered. If you have two multiple addresses, let us say the billing address or the shipment address is two different, it's very easy if you mention here for verification. So with that option set there, the moment I'm trying to save this entry, immediately it will get for exporting. So exporting details for e-way bill. We have given both the formats, Excel e-way bill as in e-way bill Excel spreadsheet or JSON e-way bill details. So when we talk about e-way bill, Excel e-way bill details, it is a template designed by the department. You have to download from the portal and export the data onto that. So we'll just show you how the format will be. So this is the format, e-way bill system, which we downloaded. You are supposed to have these all details. As you have already entered all these details in Tally at the time of making the entry, you have to just export it. So it captures all your subtype, the document type, number, everything. So this is the Excel format. We have directly given the JSON format. Let us try exporting to this. The export location, the exact location you are pointing to, it gets exported there. This is the e-way bill. Number, the date and date when it is, and with the extension .jsn. So this is the e-way bill which we generated. You can also open them and check. So it is the JavaScript and all the details gets captured. So immediately the moment you exported e-way bill details, it will prompt for updating e-way bill number. So this number we get once we upload that JSON format or the extracted information in JSON format onto the portal, and there it further gets processed and we get the e-way bill number. So let us say you got the e-way bill number. It is a 12-digit number. So in case you are not mentioning the correct 12 digit, there is a warning message. E-way bill number should be 12 digit. So let us give the correct number. So on 1st of April it was generated, give that date. So this is done. So this is the, at the entry level itself, you can export and see that you do not miss out and an e-way bill is generated. Let us generate few more bills and see at one shot how the bulk bills can be exported as well. So let us do few bills to the, few goods are transported to Delhi as well. So all this attracts integrated tax. So let us say I haven't given some information. I have missed out certain information, and let's see how Tally alerts the users if certain information is not given. So let us say for consignee, I'm just removing this pin code. Okay, he is from Delhi. I removed the pin code and immediately there is a warning message stating that invoice details cannot be exported. Ensure that the details of e-way bill is given. So in future release, we are going to bring the exact message stating that the consignee pin code is missing and so on. Right? So user, they can go back and immediately give those details and try to export, or they can accept it and go to the report level also and see the similar exception, correct there, and then they can also export it. So let us also do a few more transactions. Unique Systems, goods are being sold to Bangalore. So all we are doing interstate because it is compulsory from 1st April. So here the transporter could be of from Kerala, or if any local guy from Karnataka is available and helping you have a connect to transport the goods. So you can give their transport information. So we did few bills here. So let us save them. 2-3 bills. It will prompt for exporting. I will not export it. So now we will navigate to the report, and we will just see the bill which we already updated with the e-way bill number. So we did a few transactions. The first bill for which the e-way bill number is updated, you can just go here and you can see the e-way bill number being updated. So when the transporter is shipping the goods, he will have the copy of this, where on the invoice the e-way bill number is updated. So you can also have a copy of e-way bill taken from the portal also, or directly just a e-way bill number being updated on the invoice or any document that has been carried along with the shipment of goods. Fine. So we will navigate now to the various e-way bill reports. From Gateway of Tally Display, Statutory Reports, GST, e-way bill. So here you can see we have given 3 menus, and understand the importance of this. Export for e-way bill. So it gives you the status-wise information, how many bills have been raised and how many are exported for e-way bill, and so on. So we have raised 3 bills. One is exported, and one is ready to export, and one is missing with some information. So we saw that for consignee we had removed the pin code. So while drilling down to this exception, it gives you the correct exceptional information stating that consignee pin code is not specified. So the consignee is from Delhi, give the Delhi pin code. So once it is saved, it is ready to export the bills. So here individual bills at the entry level you can export, and coming to this report, a bulk invoices more than one can be exported. So here you have to understand the menus given here. F12 you have further options. Before we export, it says in case you are purchasing from unregistered dealer, you can show them here. Include purchases from suppliers other than unregistered dealer. Include sales returns in case the goods transported are coming back. That is a sales returns through credit note. You can still have the e-way bill information updated. Also say show sales while delivery notes are tracked can also be viewed. So these are F12 configuration options as per the user requirement. And we have also the option to view voucher wise, party wise, all the parties, and status wise. So what is the status of this particular e-way bills for this period? So we have update e-way bill. So once you have exported and now you want to update e-way bill information, so you can update. So we are able to upload it. I'm just showing this menu how we can update the e-way bill information. Right? So you can click for pending for export. It shows how many are pending. So we navigated through update e-way bill information. So now let us export this. So it gets exported with e-way bill, the consolidated list of bills with the e-way bill with GSTN number and the day, time and the JSN. So this is similar to your individual bill export. Now this consists of multiple invoices. So now we have something called e-way bill report. The three menus which we showed initially is available across the e-way bill reports, where the users can toggle to these reports. E-way bill report. So set the period here. So in this report we have got e-way bill number generated for one bill. So when you highlight this, you have an option for consolidate e-way bill view. If you have multiple bills of the same, you want to consolidate along with other bills, we have an option export consolidated invoices. So you're pushing all the individual e-way bill information details onto to get a single consolidated bill where all the consignments are moving in the same transport vehicle and the transporter is same and the mode of transport is same. So you set this road, vehicle number, and the place, it is from Thrissur, Kerala. So it gets exported as consolidated information. This comprises of multiple e-way bill consignments where it helps the transporter to take a single number and transport your goods. So later, once you export it, you have an option to update consolidated e-way bill. So this is also of 12-digit number. So if no 12-digit provided, there is a warning message given. So let us say it was generated on 1st of April itself. Once you set this option, you can see at the report level the e-way bill number which you already entered. Along with this, the consolidated e-way bill number is updated and the dated. You can further drill down to the entry and check under the section. Both the e-way bill number and consolidated e-way bill is updated. So when you print, the individual e-way bill number will be on your invoice. So this is the complete navigation and e-way bill report information. So we also have the provision to manage e-way bill information. So I just show you all by drilling to the entry and this option. So here we have further F12. It shows about enabling consolidated e-way bill details, show consignor details. So also we have Alt W, e-way bill details. So already the bill number is entered. So let us see this in the other report which says with the e-way bill information and so on. So in case you want to update the status of this e-way bill, whether it is cancelled for some reason, and if it is generated by other parties, you can just update, this gets updated. In case you are cancelling this because there was wrong information given and so on, immediately you have generated the new e-way bill number, you can update. Fine. So the status again you can see on the main subscreen, that is status of e-way bill if it is cancelled. So apart from this, we also have another menu, transporter details. So already a consignment is pushed to the transporter, VLC transporters. In case you want to update further details here, let us say suddenly there was a change in shipment of goods or change of state change, or there was sudden breakdown. The reason why we are refeeding these details, it could be due to breakdown, due to transshipment, etc. You can also mention the reason. Because these screens is provided as given in the e-way bill portal as well. So this is how you can get all the details right from the report level or in the entry level itself. So this is manage e-way bills takes you to the subscreen. So all the menus are self-explanatory. You can navigate them. You can also see invoice-wise or if anything is pending for export and so on. So this is the complete solution approach we did. So we did sale invoice, generated e-way bill report. We also generated bulk e-way bills, more than one, updated e-way bill numbers. And let us do a few purchase invoices. That is the inverse. So let us say you are purchasing from Bangalore, Unique Systems, Karnataka. Supplier is from Karnataka and buyer is from Kerala. So here we are not prompting for direct export of e-way bill. Once you fill in all the details, it gets stored in the report. Later you can export it. So you may also purchase from an unregistered supplier, URD supplier. Let us say he is again from Bangalore. So it's very important to account the details, as a URD supplier will not state the tax part. So here the details, the goods are being moved. You can mention it is as bill of. Tax is not mentioned on that. So select the transporter. The kilometers is required. Vehicle number. So here you can observe under GSTN, as he is an unregistered supplier, URP is updated. It's not only in sale purchase, you can also get this provide GST e-way bill details under delivery challans, for which we have enabled the delivery challans in F11, F2. Here, use tracking numbers, enable delivery and receipt notes, yes. So under delivery note also you get the e-way bill information. So let us say you're delivering goods to Mumbai and the value is more than 50,000. And you can see here again the provide the GST e-way bill details screen being appeared. So fill in all the details. So any document as prescribed by the department can form part of your document type. So we did purchases, we did consolidated e-way bill generation, updated consolidated e-way bill number. We also tried giving the status of e-way bill, whether it is cancelled, rejected, and we also checked updating the new e-way bill in case the first one is cancelled. So this is a complete simplified flow of generating e-way bill from Tally ERP9 Release 6.4. Now let us quickly see how the e-way bill management in NIC and GSTN portal is done. GST Council has provided multiple modes of e-way bill generation with an interlink between GST portal and National Informatics Center, that is NIC portal. So you can generate e-way bill by entering the required details on NIC portal, that is e-waybill.nic.in, or through gst.gov.in, which is e-way bill portal. So now let us click on this. So this is the goods and services e-way bill system. So under help you have the tools who prefer to export the data from Tally onto the e-way bill templates. They can download this bulk generation tools, which is of Excel templates. So we also have the registration information here, e-way bill registration. As a taxpayer, as a GSTN, also have to get enrolled into this, who is transporting goods more than 50,000 interstate and so on. So he would be given a login credential for this, and enrollment for transporters as well, who is not a GSTN, who is unregistered but still accepts the consignment more than 50,000 value of goods for shipment. He has to get enrolled as a transporter and he gets a transporter ID. We also have enrollment for citizens, like let us say as a customer, as a receiver, I would like to update the status of the consignment received and so on. They also can register. So let us log in through one of the login credentials. So let us log in. So once you logged in, you can see on the left hand side we have certain menus which are easily accessible. E-way bill. So let us just click on generate new e-way bill. I just want to show details which department is asking is already provided in Tally as and when you enter the transaction. The first part about the transaction details, from and to billing addresses, item details and transportation details. So all these details are fetched through the invoices and the subscreen we provided, and our e-way bill information is intact in the transaction itself. So users filling one or two is fine. Entering multiple invoices this way is very difficult. Those are not using any technology systems. So we have already extracted from Tally through JSN, and just click the next menu, generate bulk, and you can upload the JSN which we have generated from Tally, browse it and upload it. The portal will process it and you will get the e-way bill numbers. Similarly, these were the individual e-way bills. We also have the consolidated e-way bills, all the individual e-way bills put together. If you see trying to generate on the portal, it is very difficult to enter all these multiple e-way bill numbers. Let us see 10-15 consignments put together, you are going to consolidate and give a consolidated bill number. So already we have the provision given in Tally. Just go to the next menu, generate bulk, just upload your consolidated exported JSN from Tally, browse it and upload here, you get a consolidated bill number from the portal. So we also have the process of setting the status, if it is rejected, why it is rejected and all that. So same way in Tally also against that particular invoice to which the e-way bill is generated, you can set the status. The reports is also shown here with the status, what are your e-way bill reports, who has generated and so on. Fine, so these are the reports available in the portal, and the required reports all is provided under Tally as well. Fine. So with this, once the form is filled, the final e-way bill generation will be completed and forwarded to the concerned transporter login account, allowing the transporter to enter vehicle number while the goods are getting moved. At the same time, the e-way bill portal will validate the values entered. If all is in order, your e-way bill number in form EWB01 will be shown along with a unique 12-digit e-way bill number. The 12-digit e-way bill number must be updated in relevant GST invoices in Tally. And with this, we can say the Tally ERP9 Release 6.4's role in e-way bill management is managing e-way bills in Release 6.4 is simpler and comfortable, as e-way bill and number must be generated in e-way bill portal. Release 6.4 allows you to capture all the mandatory details required for generating e-way bill during the invoicing. Invoices that need e-way bills are identified and alerts customers if there are any missing details which are mandatory for generating the bills. With a single click, customers can export all the information needed for generating e-way bill numbers to a JSON file or the Excel offline utility provided by the department. Customer will have the flexibility to export e-way bill information for each invoice at the time of saving or for multiple invoices at one go through the report. You don't have to re-enter these details in the portal again, that is generate a JSN Excel of the invoices which has to be uploaded on the e-way bill portal for generating e-way bill with number. Upload the JSN file in the e-way bill portal. The e-way bill numbers generated on the portal can be updated against their corresponding invoices in Tally ERP9. So customer can record and track invoices along with their e-way bill numbers from reports. Thank you. Refer to Tally help.tallysolutions.com, blogs.tallysolutions.com.